Good morning. It's Monday, May 4th, and this is Mr. Schmidt, Osakis Elementary Principal, coming to you. Today marks the first day of Teacher Appreciation Week, and I just wanted to share a message. During these unprecedented times, and we have an opportunity to look at what all of our teachers are doing across the state, across the country, and I was really reflecting on the teachers that had an impact on me, that made a difference in my life, and really helped me become who I am, but more importantly, inspired me to get into education. So after 18 years of being in education, I was really thinking about some of these teachers. So I want to share that with you. And of course, I want to thank all of the Osakis Public Schools teachers, and I'll have a message for them at the end as well. But I just want to start out with, in third grade, Mr. Craigmile. Mr. Craigmile was my third grade teacher at Washington Elementary in Alexandria, Minnesota. And Mr. Craigmile really taught me a lot about being inclusive. One of the things I remember is Mr. Craigmile would take us out at the end of the day outside, and he would throw footballs to every one of us. Boy, girl, didn't matter. And he also did the same thing in the spring with baseballs. We'd play catch, he'd throw a baseball, and we'd take turns catching pop flies, and he really had an impact on my life. So Mr. Craigmile is someone I really wanted to mention. Another teacher was Mr. Redmond. He was the math teacher at Jefferson High School in Alexandria, and Mr. Redmond really made a difference in my life and helped me become an educator and who I am, because the way he taught math, he made it fun. And it's not all about fun, I understand that, but he made it, relevant to our life. And he was just an awesome teacher. So Mr. Redmond, I just wanted to make sure I mentioned you. Another teacher that had a big impact in my life and helped inspire me to become a baseball coach is Mr. Helsher. Now, I didn't have Mr. Helsher as a teacher, but he coached me for many years in baseball, from like age 11 all the way up to a senior in high school, and he had a big impact in my life, so I wanted to mention him. Another teacher that made a difference was my health teacher, Mr. Johnson. He was also my head baseball coach, but he's a great person, a great man, and he made a difference in my life and inspired me to be an educator. And probably the biggest influence as a teacher is Mr. Pepper. And Mr. Pepper was my agriculture teacher. And it's because of Mr. Pepper that by the time I was 17 years old, I knew I wanted to be an ag teacher. And Mr. Pepper has been a huge influence, a mentor. He still reaches out to me. He still visits with me. He's still being a teacher to me. And Mr. Pepper is a super great guy. And I owe a lot to him for being the person I am and being in education. So, Mr. Pepper, thank you. And also here at school, it's important that I mention Mr. Paterka and Mr. Roggenbuck. 17 years ago, they gave me a chance to be the ag teacher here at Osakis. And I've been so grateful ever since to have that opportunity and be able to continue to work here. And my role has changed in the district, but I owe a lot to those two for giving me that opportunity. And most importantly, the Osakis Elementary staff. It's because of you guys that I don't go to work every day, I come to school. And when I come to school, you guys inspire me to be a better person, a better leader for you, a better principal for our students. And you guys are phenomenal. I can't thank you enough. You guys mean the world to me. So Osakis Elementary teachers, thank you. Osakis Public Schools, thank you. And all teachers in the United States, across the world, Minnesota, thank you for everything you do. It's appreciated.